Till date, love stands as the most powerful force, capable of transforming lives in profound ways. It is the dance that requires grace, understanding, and resilience. One of the keys to strong love is vulnerability. When we embrace vulnerability that comes with love, we can open ourselves up and we discover our greatest strength. And this provides that gentleness in how we communicate. Choosing our words with care, recognizing that the delicate nature of love can easily be wounded with harshness. Love is delicate. Communicate with kindness, empathy, compassion, and respect. For this we foster the most powerful virtue on earth, which is patience. Patience is as delicate as love itself. It takes time to bloom. Practice patience. Allow relationships with our loved ones, with our friends, with our partners to unfold naturally. These come with patience. This provides a landscape for active listening. Cultivates the art of listening actively. Understanding is important when we listen. We have one mouth and two ears for a big reason. So that we don't just talk back. Because with active listening, we can deepen our thoughts and foster concrete, authentic connections. With love, we can forgive. Healing comes with forgiveness. In the delicate tapestry of love, forgiveness is a balm that heals wounds. Forgiveness lets go. Give away those resentments. Give away those things that are hitting you from within. Open up a better aspect of yourself by letting go. Choosing understanding over judgment by letting go. With love, we can nurture trust. Trust helps us weave with honesty, reliability, and consistency. Those are powerful keywords. Reliability and consistency. Another beauty of love is that we can celebrate imperfection. Love flourishes in the acceptance of how imperfect that you are. The uniqueness that your partner and yourself recognize that perfection is just an illusion. That in your partner or in your loved one, you've seen the perfection that you can get. When they smile, it's perfect. When they talk, it's perfect. When they are unwell, it's perfect. And when they love you, it's perfect. Be present in each moment of your relationship. The delicate dance of love unfolds in the simple joys of shared experiences. Again, shared experiences. Love is not selfish. It has to be shared. Experiences is deep. When you can partner with someone and share those experiences over time, you can balance independence. Love can enter while lives maintaining individuality might become difficult. But when you share experiences, you can strike a balance between togetherness and personal growth. I'll explain that again. It means you're together, but you're still developing individually. You're intertwined with someone, but you're still developing individually. Love builds resilience in challenges. It's a journey that has its own ups and downs. Approach difficulties as opportunities for growth. And let the love of resilience. This might be another tangent that I'm going, but follow me, stay with me. Let the love of resilience be your guiding force. With love, we can express gratitude. We are grateful for the things we have. Life can be divided into wants and needs. We want so many things. We believe there's so many things we want to touch. It takes our attention away on the things we already have. With love, we're grateful. We appreciate how much is in our camp already. This is another key I'm going to touch. Cultivating self-love. It's important. Before you can extend love to others, you must cultivate a deep sense of self-love. It is the foundation upon which strong and healthy relationships are built. You have to first love yourself before you can love someone else. You have to grow before you can decide to tie your own growth to someone else and grow together. You have to develop before you can decide that you want to develop with someone. So many people want a perfect man or perfect woman. But we forget that we have to bring something to the table. I get it, you're not perfect. But start working on building and self-development and self-evolution. Bring that to the table. And once your partner is doing the same, then you can then begin to grow together. Embracing change. Love is an evolving force. Embrace the change that time brings. With love comes change, and let love adapt and grow in the seasons of life. It is easy for us to start with all those joy and togetherness in the beginning, but as we grow, it is also easy to lose it. The wise woman once told me that in love or in partnership with our loved ones is like a deposit. You keep giving into it. You keep giving into it. You keep giving into it to foster the growth that comes with it. It won't dry up if you continue to give. Creating shared dreams helps us foster a sense of unity by creating shared dreams and goals. Love gains strength when it is aligned with a shared vision for the future. Aligned with a shared vision for the future. What can you see and what is your partner seeing? And then you can drive the relationship in the same direction. Ultimately, the power of love lies in the conscious choice to embrace it each day. Choose love over fear, kindness over judgment, and understanding over discord. Find the strength to navigate the intricacies of love, knowing that within its fragility lies the reservoir of resilience waiting to be discovered. May your journey be filled with transformative power of love's delicate touch. Thank you, and bye for now. The first step to overcoming money problems is to understand your current financial state. A clear-cut understanding of what is happening to me financially. Create a clear picture of your income. 1. Expenses. 2. Debt. 3. And savings. 4. Number 1, income. And number 4, savings. Will keep money in your pocket always. Always. So if you've got number 1, which is an income, that's good, because that will keep money in your pocket. If you don't have number 4, which is savings, we need to work on making that happen. See the two middle ones, expenses and debt, will take money away from your pocket always. They are the drain pipe through which money goes out. It's like a channel, a tunnel. Money comes in through income. You're able to trap money through savings. See those two pipes, expenses and debt. They are the channel through which money flows out like water. Flows out like water. So you must become your own financial plumber by plugging that pipe and shrinking it. Don't have a big pipe, have a small pipe for your debt. Have a tiny pipe, very tiny pipe for your expenses, so that you can trap number 4 while you keep money coming in from the income. Most people have their income structure, no savings structure, and they have 2 giant pipes of debt and expenses. 2 giant, very big, massive hole through which money is flowing out. While I'm spending more time on this, is we need to have a clear picture of what our financial state is, and this 4 is the key pillar to every human being that has one thing or the other to do with money. Have to go through. At some stage you're gonna have income. Whether you're working, you're getting salary, income will come in. Whether you've got a business, you're running your own thing, income will come in. You still need to have these 4 states well managed, well organized, well documented, well planned out, to be able to become financially free, so that you can do the things you want when you want. Money is not a problem. You're not running after it. You're not running after money, because you have a plan in place. Money they can print. Money, they can print more money every day. They do that every day. Time, they cannot print that. Time is precious. No one can print time. No one has that machine to print another additional hour. So we should not spend more time chasing what they print when we can spend time on planning our financially, so that we have more time to do what we want. Financial freedom is one of the major keys to living a happy life. Set clear financial goals. Define what you want to achieve financially. whether it's paying off debt, saving for a home, or building an emergency fund. Set clear financial goals. What happens with most of us is we go to work, make money, and then we head to the shop straight away to spend it. I have a budget, but this week, this is how much I'm going to spend. Unless anything else happens that I can't deal with, this is how much I'm going to spend. One of the famous musicians once said, he said, to stay rich, you have to stay stingy. Yes, you have to stay stingy. What I'm saying is that pipe that I mentioned earlier, that big financial pipe of expenses and debt. You need to keep it small. You have to spend money, I get that. You have to buy food, you have to buy fuel. If you own a car, there's some key expenses that you need, I get that. But you going to buy an additional shirt that costs thousands and thousands of dollars, is that really necessary? Your wardrobe is busting already. Do you really need that golden spoon? Is that really necessary? I'm not saying we shouldn't enjoy and buy things for ourselves, but cut down on unnecessary expenses. Unnecessary expenses. Another key is to prioritize debt repayment. This is very common in our time now. Everyone has one form of debt or the other. I think the major one is the good debt, which is a house, because you have that asset increase in terms of what? And I mentioned something there, asset increase in terms of what? So it's an asset, so it traps money, and over time, you're not going to see the money is not going to be in your bank account. It's over time, that money is going to grow. It's going to grow. Like if you buy a house, let's say, I don't know, $10,000, for example, in so year, maybe 2011, 20 years later, that $10,000 will have become probably $50,000. You can't touch it. It's not saying anyone's going to add $50,000 to your bank account. Why that happened is over time, inflation has happened, prices in goods and services has gone up. So that's an asset. That's something you can keep. People will call that good debt. But at the same time, you still have to keep an eye on it. I'm going to come to that. The other one is some people will go ahead and probably buy a car loan. It's your money. You can do whatever you want with it. But there are some debts that, do you really need to have them? If you can get yourself in a spot and make this financial plan, oh yes, I can actually afford this debt, doesn't mean I should actually go into this debt. Again, blocking those two pipes. Because you can afford doesn't mean you should do it. Because what would happen? Number 3, expenses. No, number 3, debt will go up. And expenses in terms of insurances around that debt will join, and then it will go up. Taking away more from your income and reducing the amount you can save. Then you're back to chasing money. See the cycle? You're back to running after what they print. See the cycle? You're back to committing your time to run after it. But something started it. Because you can afford the debt doesn't mean you should go into the debt. Obviously, having a home, a house, debt is okay. But there are some debt you do not need, like credit card debt. You do not need all that stuff. Those things will take money away from you. Another key point is to save at least 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses. This is number 4, savings. How much do you have saved, tucked away somewhere, a bucket of fund, so that when life shows up with unexpected financial blows, because it does, Murphy, something will go wrong, and it will go wrong at the worst possible time. Murphy's Law. That's when it shows up. When you don't have money. That is when everything is disorganized with you financially. That's when Murphy shows up. Financially. Now, you do not have money, that's when I need you to spend on this surgery. You do not have money, that's when I need you to spend on this particular car. Or your family member is unwell. Something that has to do with your finances will creep up when you do not have money. What saves you? Probably the bank if you go to them, but what saves you more at that time? Because if you go to the bank, you're going to get into more debt, and we're trying to walk away from that angle. What saves you is your bucket of savings. The money you go to, those money you tuck away, you didn't use to buy the extra shirt. Those money you tuck away, you didn't use to buy the extra shoe. Is what saves you when financial Murphy shows up. Savings 3 to 6 months, at least minimum 3 months. Savings is very, very important in order for us to enjoy financial freedom. This will be my last point for the day, and this is the most important. Is the most important. Capacity to earn more. How much of you are you actually using? Look for opportunities, whether through a side hustle, freelance work, better paying job, something outside what is currently giving you money. Start looking for opportunities to do more. Most of us get very comfortable with the amount we're earning, and then we stay there. Inflation will happen. Things are going to get more expensive. You're going to have to join the union for your boss to increase your salary. You're going to have to draft letters. It's going to be a whole lot of agreements before you can go from earning $1 to $1.05. That's how it happens. Because when inflation goes up, income and salary doesn't go up with it. It takes a while before income catches up to it. So what you can do when income is creeping up and not catching up to how much you need to actually survive, get to look for other opportunities. And I'm telling you, you can earn more than you're currently earning if you look outside the box. That is the most important. If you can jack up income, trap money, keep those two in the middle, debts and expenses, shrink them, then you will build a good financial management plan for yourself. And then you got more time to enjoy family and friends, more time to do what you want, because you're not chasing after money to help you sort your financial issues. Bills are constant, taxes are constant. You always need to pay for one thing or the other. So if you keep an eye on that, you're going to spend more time, more free time, enjoying the benefit of having financial freedom. I'll be sharing more tips in some more videos. And I'll say thank you for listening, and bye for now. On everything we do. They come to you, they come to your bedroom, they walk to you to your car, they're there at you at work, they're there at you with everything that you do, everything that you touch, everywhere that you go. They don't leave you alone. But there's a place that is the ultimate perimeter, is the ultimate borderland that they can't touch. That place is the final resting place of the frontier of human. It's what separates human beings from robots. That place is the power of your thought. They can put a camera in your phone. They can even put one in your bedroom. But they can't highlight what you're thinking about. If you don't want things to happen, then don't think about it. It took me a long time to believe that everyone can achieve whatever they want to do. It took me a long time. Some people go through life believing they're fortunate and everything they touch is gold. But it doesn't work that way. Some people have to crawl through life. Some people have to take what they can get in life. The understanding that the future is big is not in their vocabulary. It's not even in what they're thinking about. It's not even in what they can see. Because life has just thrown them in the abyss of what they don't even understand. So you need to do what you can with what you have, where you are. You need to be a little bit insane with your dreams to actually get them realized. You need to get yourself in a situation where you say, I don't care if it's going to work. I don't care if I lose. I don't care if it's expensive. I am going to get in the fight. Those are the affirmations you tell yourself in the morning when you wake up. Those are the things you tell yourself in the afternoon when you have to work or whatever activities you do. And when you're going to bed at night, let your dream be the priority on your mind, on your body, and your soul. Carry it with you, nurture it, because that is what makes you. That is what you were created for. That is not what anyone can pay you for. No amount of money can buy the true you. Be yourself, because everyone else is taken. There's nothing anyone can do to you that you haven't given them access to. No one, no country, no organization, no religion, whether Christian or Muslim or Buddhist, no ideology, whether Democratic or Republican or Labour or Green, nothing can make you feel inferior without your own consent. It has to start with you. The key to success of every man and the key to failure of all of us stares us in the mirror every day. It begins with you. It ends with you. And it begins in our thoughts. Some days your number will be up. It will come at you when you're asleep. It will come at you when you are awake. It's there waiting for you in the car. It's there waiting for you in your destination. And you're done. You're going back and it's still following you. Your number is up. The storm will brew. It will come. It comes at everyone. It doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter how young you are. It doesn't matter whether you're white, whether you're black. It doesn't matter whether you're able or disabled. It doesn't care where you're from. It doesn't care what your story it is. It comes at everyone. The most important thing is when it comes, what sort of man or woman will you meet at home? Be a man or a woman of character. And when it comes at you, it stares you in the face and knows fully well that he is in for a big fight. The beginning of everything is always beautiful. It's always great. It's always lovely. When you start, it is warm, it is gentle. It's like when you wake up in the morning, everything you touch works. Your energy is high. You're feeling amazing. When you sing, it comes out of the bowels of your belly.
feel as if you can fly. You feel as if you can touch the sky. You feel as if you're among the stars. But as you go through the day, getting somewhere, stay with me. It's not about where you're starting from, because the starting most times is always good. Good. Excitement comes with starting. When you get to school for the first time, you are amazed. You want to make new friends. You want to get with new people. When you go to the market, you look at the shelves, you pick your food out. It's beautiful, well wrapped. You can see it. It's lovely, it's luscious, it's staring at you, ready to be cooked, ready to be made. But the journey, even the ending is not the issue, because you can see what you want to do. You can see the destination. You can see at the end of the day you're going to have a good meal. But there's a journey between when you pick the resources. That journey is what matters. That journey is what counts. And that journey is controlled by decisions. And those decisions come from somewhere. Those decisions don't just manufacture themselves. It's like a puzzle in your mind that you put together. It's like a gamble that you're ready to take regardless of what's happening. That you'll take a chance on yourself even though you sleep. That you any odds are stacked against you, you don't care. I'm going. That is what you tell yourself when you're on this journey. Now this storm will show your number will be up, and when your number is up, you respond with the heart of a champion. That it's not going to beat you down, but it's going to make you better. It builds character. It builds a finer person in you, because you've gone through, you're passing through, and you're learning. That journey is always difficult. That journey can sometimes stick to you and give you all the worst thing that life could throw at you. And it looks as if he's not going to leave you alone. But the kind of man it leaves you different. You're no longer the same.
The unbreakable bond between passion and success is purpose. At the core of every individual lies a unique purpose, waiting to be discovered. Purpose is the compass that guides us through the labyrinth of life. It points us in the direction of fulfillment and meaning. Passion, on the other hand, is like a fuel that propels us forward on the journey to realizing our purpose. Let me explain that. Sometimes when we have passion, we can still be in the same spot. It can even look as if we're going backwards. But actually, we're doing that to go forward. So passion, sometimes you don't see it as progress immediately. It takes time, but it's unfolding. It's unwavering commitment to something that sets our souls on fire, transforming ordinary action into extraordinary achievements. See, if we know who we are, then we know who we are not. Because life can ascribe identity unto us. Life can label us that this is what we think you are. So what happens to most of us is when those people that have ascribed an identity on us, when they are no longer there, when that environment that has labeled us with a particular identity, when that environment shifts away, we get confused. We are unsure. So in other words, identity, purpose, and passion, they walk hand in hand. Your mind becomes a playground for ideas. When we find our purpose, it pushes boundaries. When we find our purpose, it creates solutions, creates answers. When we find our purpose, the things that were taught that were not possible, the things that were taught cannot be done, it becomes possible. We can now realize them with purpose. Go do something you've never done before. Get your hands on something you've never touched before. Think differently. takes me to my next point. The power of exposure. Exposure unlocks other alternatives. It unlocks other options. To function in a higher dimension and authority, we must find this exposure so that our purpose will lead us to begin to do what we are meant to do. Now the question is, what do we do with the times that are not working well? What do we do when we're frustrated? How do we have to answer the questions of being stuck in one spot and one place for a long time? This is the magnetic attraction of purpose and passion towards success. That when we are down, we are still resilient enough to keep going. That those times we don't use it as a time that keeps us there, but as a time that we learn through the failures of lives. That we create that energy to push us towards our destination. That success is not just a journey anymore, it is a natural consequence of everything that we lay our hands upon. I am yet to meet an extraordinary woman or extraordinary man who have achieved extraordinary success in life without extraordinary problems or extraordinary issues. Success comes at a price, and the price tag is to keep going. It leads me to my last point of this morning. That to be successful, we have to take responsibility for it. If you're going to add to what you already are, you have to pay attention to it. For example, if you go get a dog, you have to walk it. If you have a goldfish, you have to feed it. Most of us go through life being overwhelmed by everything, but what is happening is we are amassing too much and we are not having enough time to pay attention to maintain what we are amassing. You only have so much time in a day. So what is taking your energy? Are we just busy? Or are we effective? Are we just doing things? Or are you actually achieving what you're meant to be doing? So for some of us, the problem is not to amass, because clearly we are out of time. Because we are overwhelmed by the thing we already have. For some of us, we now need to cut down and subtract on the things that we've got so that we can focus on what really matters. We are desperately running out of time. If you take my house, I will get another one. If you take my car, I will get another one. But if you take my time, it's a precious commodity. So be the master of every second in your life, because that is all you got. So we're not just busy doing things. We're actually effective in moving in the direction towards our purpose. I'm going to stop here for today. And I hope I've been able to speak to someone out there that will begin to relieve our time and focus on what really matters. 1, 2, generate the habit of finding our purpose and working towards it every day. 3, and be the master of the time that we have left. Bye for now, and have a good day. The truth about evolution is that sometimes it comes with a territory of missteps. The truth about change is you are not perfect, but in the midst of that imperfection, there's something big there. That big thing would only become when you don't stop. What I'm about to say is it's alright to make mistakes. It's alright to come from a long list of missteps and blunders and bundle. It's okay. But that does not define you. That does not say that is what you are. That is not the definition of all of you. You can make errors because you're human. And if those around you still see you for your mistakes, if they still see you for the errors and they don't see what you can become, then you need to make some key decisions. They need to go. Because where you've been, what you've done, the things you see does not define your next step for greatness. And we can't transform our lives by learning one single idea. It's a lifelong experience. It's a lifelong experience. I'm going to deconstruct that. It means we need to keep learning in order to grow. We need to keep growing in order to get exposure. And for us to get exposure, you need to throw yourself outside that box. Break those walls. Those mental walls that keeps you locked up. You need to break them, get rid of them, take them off your road, because that is the way you get exposed. Bring that darkness that you've been going through, staying in the same spot, bring it to the light. That is where you get exposed. When light shines on it, you see things differently. When light shines on it, you see from a new perspective. Change will not come if you're waiting for someone else. Change will not come if you're waiting for some other time. We are the change that we've been waiting for. Life has no remote control. Life has no remote control. We need to get up and change it ourselves. Transformation takes time, and time keeps running. It means you need to race. It means time for sitting down and doing child's play, it's over. It means you need to make every second count. It means a lot of things. What it does not mean, what it doesn't mean, is that you can no longer spend time thinking too much on the errors of the past. Look unto the future, for there lies your hope. Yesterday is gone. The present is what you can touch. Today is what you can see. Start concentrating on what you have in front of you, because that is where you can start planting the seed. And those seeds can start germinating the roots. It means you're planning to go up, but right now you're already planning to go down, because you know you're aware that when you go down, the roots would spread like tentacles. And when they're spreading like tentacles, they will weave around, meet new weeds and things that you do not like. Those roadblocks will be there because you're exposing yourself through the roots formation. When that root is transforming you from within, it's forming the basis for your ideas, the basis for your living, the basis for your principle. That root is what roots you to the ground, and your dream begins to get exposed. Parents can only give advice. Guardians can only lead. Kids on paths, they can only tell you this is what we think you should do. But the final formation of one's life lies in your hands. Your destiny, you carry it. Your greatness, you carry it. It lies in their hands. The final forming of one's character cannot be determined by your parents. The final forming of one's character cannot be determined by your friends. It lies in your hands. The fire of your dreams, the fire of your business, the fire of your skills, ideas, and talents comes from you, comes from within. Slowly be the master of yourself, and you will see the results begin to change in your direction. Slowly be the master of your own destiny, and you will see the result begin to flow in your direction. Life will eventually give it up. People can keep looking at your past, but you don't care. You can see the future. I'm not gonna go long. I hope I've been able to spark something new, spark something out of nothing in that mind of yours, that you know that mentally I'm prepared to handle my dreams in a much more brighter manner. Thank you, and bye for now.
The number one key to success is vision. Vision empowers. Vision opens doors. It gives you what you want. With vision, you can see the future. You can see for yourself what you want for you. Close your eyes for a minute. Close your eyes for a minute. Just close it for a minute. Close it where you are. That thing that you can see that you want to do. That place that you can feel that is where you should be. There. That is your vision. Vision is not physical. It's not what you can touch now. And vision is not a quick answer. It's not what you can do now. No. Vision is in the future. But the difference is you can see it from now. Now, if you can see it for you, you can feel it for you, it will happen to you. You are the commander-in-chief and the director of your own life. You are the artist. You are the star of the show. You can create a big show and be a superstar or be a flop. It's up to you. And it all comes and boils down to that empowerment of vision. Stay with me. I'll share an analogy with you this morning. Stay with me. If you want to build a house, you know you're already going up. The first thing you do, you need to create a foundation. Now, how high you go must be planned in that foundation while you're digging. The foundation for a two-story building cannot be used for a skyscraper. If you want to touch the sky, you need to dig deeper. Stay with me, stay with me. Now, when you start digging, because you're digging deeper, because you can see it, you can feel it for you. When you start digging, you're going to encounter rocks down there. You're going to encounter tree trunks down there alongside your vision. Your vision is going up. You're already digging for it, but you're going to encounter those tests that life will throw at you. Life will slap you at the back of the head and wake you up. Problem to come at you is along you're being tested and modeled on your path to destiny. It's okay. Those rocks are the failures. Those tree trunks are the mistakes. Those opposition that are coming at you are the tree trunks that are alongside your vision. When you're digging, when you can see that you're going up, you can't jump while standing. You need to go down. Go low. Takes me to my next point. Your vision cannot be powerful without humility. You need to be humble. Life itself will humble you. But generally, the attitude of great men is humility. Humility gives you opportunities. Humility helps you bond with others. When you're humble, your vision works. Because you can navigate. Because you can communicate easily. Your mind is a seat of power, the central processing unit. That is the place where your vision is nourished. That is the place where your vision grows. That is where you bake it. Most people, that CPU, that central processing unit that they've got, is filled with junks. It needs a clean up. When you clean it up and declutter the whole place, then it's opened. It's ready to be renewed. for your vision to see it for you, feel it for you, so that you can begin to experience what you're supposed to experience. It will cost you a lot for you not to live your dreams. It's more expensive for you not to be doing what you're supposed to be doing. Don't go through life being miserable. Don't live a boring life. Make your life an adventure. Start living life with urgency. Start living, start enjoying it. Life is too short. Live it with urgency. Enjoy it. Have a good ride. You ain't going to get out of this place alive anyway, so enjoy it. And what powers that is your vision. I know you're going through things. I know things look as if they're not working well at the moment. You're being tested to your limit and stretched to your limit at the moment. But raise your head, look on the side, look at the end of that tunnel. You can see there's a light coming through. That light is shining through. That is you. That is your vision. It's an insight. You can't touch it now. It's not a quick answer. It is a not yet, but it is I have another plan. It is at the end and you can see it. That is you. I'm not going to go long this morning. I believe I've been able to inspire you, get a spark in you to believe that your vision can be ready-made for you and you can begin to enjoy it. I would encourage you to listen to more videos, to watch more tapes that educate our minds and get us in our place and put us on the track to success.